So this is my first attempt with the help of my two grandsons to do some recording of videos and some video editing. So in this, we're going to have a workout in which I will do 5 exercises, purpose of which, of course, is to demonstrate how you can do a full body workout in a very short time, and also in with very few exercises. So you will see each exercise described in turn, and you're going to then get an explanation of what I feel I did right and could do better the next time. So first thing I want to do is I want to introduce you to the illustrious team who did this. If there was any doubt about my coolness, this picture should put it to rest. Of course, this is me in the middle and my two grandsons. On my right is Riley. Riley was our primarily video editor, and on my left is Jacob. Jacob was the person who took the video for the most part and also helped with the editing. So this is us after taking care of the ducks in the backyard when we discovered by sheer coincidence that we were all wearing the same clothes. We had to pose for a picture, and we were doing our best to look as badass as possible. They're doing a good job and they're good looking. I probably just look silly, but anyways, having fun. So here I'm doing dips. My goal is to do a 4-4 cadence. This is a test I've done for myself over the years. If I can do 8 dips at 4 seconds up, 4 seconds down, I consider that I'm not getting too old. Kind of have mixed feelings about this one. It really shows how skinny I am, but it is what it is. Bottom line is this gray-haired 62-year-old guy can still do 8 dips. Technically, it's 8.5 dips, I guess, because I'm starting with a negative and I'm finishing with a negative. Trying to be smooth. I acknowledge that I'm locking out my elbows pretty much here, so strictly speaking, if I wanted to do dips as effectively as I could, I wouldn't lock out my elbows, but this is a little bit of a test for me, for my ego. So there, I'm almost there. I've got my grandsons videotaping me, Jacob's doing the videotaping, and now I'm going to the chins. In this case here, I'm attempting to do chins using super slow cadence. I'm trying to get 10 seconds up. I'm trying to hold for 2 seconds at the top. You can't actually hear my metronome, which is in the next room, so I'm estimating. I'm off camera, but I'm going till my toes just touch the floor, coming back up, trying to ensure I'm doing good breathing. Touching, 2-second pause, coming back down. In the balance of 8 seconds, which all equals, there we go, there's my feet there almost, and barely begin. Recently dieted down so that hopefully there's a little bit of abdominal showing up here, and slowly coming down. I know I do 3 good ones here, and the 4th one is going to be maybe close enough to count, but not enough to, normally I try to get my forehead right to the ceiling rafter so that I can, there we go, there's the 4th one that maybe was close. And then I'm going to leg press. I'm doing 258 pounds on the leg press, and I'm doing super slow, so 10 seconds up, 10 seconds down. With a leg press, there is no lock out at the top. I'm trying to come back before my legs lock out, and then at the bottom going really slow and not allowing the weight stack to touch down. This really gets my heart and my lungs working hard, to say the least. You can see my chest here rising and lowering. As we do this, between the dips and the chins and this is a workout that is getting the heart and lungs going quite powerfully. Breathe all the way through. And trying to also make sure I'm pushing through the heels, try to take some of the strain off the knees. Got the yoga block between the knees, try to keep my ankles, knees, hips, and shoulders all in good alignment. Avoiding using the handles on the machine to make sure I'm not inadvertently either pushing down or over gripping to make my blood pressure go up. Got the yoga block behind my head, try to keep my head in a nice neutral position. I finish it with a 20-second negative. And there we go, there's the end. And then I immediately went to adduction, sitting in the Dynavec Gluteator. And with the adduction, I'm using time static contraction, where for the first 30 seconds, I'm using a 50% effort. There's Riley in the video back there using the stretch machine. Breathing the whole time. And after the first 30 seconds, you can see my lungs. I'm still breathing hard and I can feel my heart pounding from the leg presses and chins and dips that preceded this. This is the fourth exercise out of 5. I've been using 3 exercises for a while now, every second day. I'm beginning to feel the effects, I think, of overtraining from doing exercise every second day. And I'm going to consider taking some extra days off after today's workout. Lungs are going. And I haven't been watching the timer here, so I'm not sure if I'm in the 3rd segment or not. In the last 30 seconds, I try to do the very best I can. The sensation here at the end is that I have nothing left. And even though I'm trying to keep a continuous tension, I start to feel like I'm kind of losing it, trying to avoid making faces, trying to relax other body parts. There we go, I'm done. And finally, I finished the workout with triceps extensions, and I'm doing a 10-second positive followed by a 5-second negative, basically because this old Nautilus machine is not nearly as smooth as it might be. I see my videographer is kind of all over the place here a little bit. That's just not bad considering he's 9. And as I look at the position, I'm also thinking that I need to lower the seat because my shoulders are too high. With this machine, my shoulders should be lower than my elbows, and that will necessitate me probably lowering the weight. And the 5-second return is because with the machine not being smooth, the friction works against me on the way up. And that's a good thing, but on the way down, if I go too slow, the friction makes it too easy. And I barely begin, trying to make a real slow transition. And slowly bring it back. And my videographer is throwing a really good shot of my hands. And I end with a 20-second negative. And then if I still have some left after that, the reason for those reps, 5 10-second positives with 5 5-second negatives, it adds up to roughly 90 seconds. And then if I still have some left, I do my best to do a couple of extras. That's my signal to raise the weight. But after watching this video, I'm thinking leave the weight the same or slightly lower and lower the seat further down. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And that's the end of it.